As we approach the trading week beginning July 15th, we want to look at stock volumes. We hit new all-time high closes for the Dow, the S&P, and the Nasdaq, and the small cap Russell had the highest close since January of 2022 and the biggest 1 week percentage gain since the week of December 13th, 2023. But the volume, specifically on the Russell, was only a third of the volume that it had in December 2023 when the weekly percentage move matched and slightly exceeded the one that we had this week. So when you're looking at volumes in all of the indices, you're seeing nothing impressive. And that's the thing we want to keep an eye on next week. If the rally continues, does volume start to come in and confirm that we're in a brand new cycle of this current bull market that we're in? With that, rates went a little bit lower this week, but certainly not enough to raise an eyebrow in terms of volatility. When you look at some of the commodities that were stronger, like gold and silver, to a certain degree, copper and crude oil, depending on the day, the volumes, specifically gold and silver, were good. So we want to keep an eye on stock market volumes next week. Q2 earnings ramp up next week as well, with 93 companies reporting that carry market caps of over $1 billion or more, including important tech companies like Taiwan Semiconductor, ASML Holdings, Infosys, and Netflix. Healthcare stocks like United Healthcare, Johnson & Johnson, Abbott Labs, Intuitive Surgical, and Novartis, and more giants from the financial space, including Bank of America, Morgan Stanley, Goldman Sachs, Charles Schwab, and American Express. The event schedule for next week, there's quite a bit of data. Sunday night, Chinese GDP, industrial production and retail sales. Monday, EU industrial production and German retail sales. Tuesday, ZEW economic surveys for Germany and the EU, inflation data in Canada, and also US retail sales and CPI, which will matter quite a bit. Wednesday, UK and EU inflation data, building permits and housing starts, and industrial production in the US. And later in the day, the Fed's Beige Book is going to be released. Thursday, UK employment data, an ECB rate meeting, which shouldn't be that exciting. Philly Fed and jobless claims in the US and inflation data in Japan. And we wrap it up on Friday with foreign direct investment data in China and retail sales in Canada.